Big shout out here to all of you at the Van Halen news desk, inquiring and giving me best regards for Russ. Breaking on through to the other side, he is, and I appreciate your salute and your respects here. And I got some Russ stories. Russ came along into my life when I had one of my 7 surgeries. I've had a number of surgeries here, and it depends on which surgery and how you're going to recuperate. For example, I just had what's called a spinal fusion, all right? If I seem a little bit taller, I am. What they do is they literally pull you apart, and they put a little piece of bone from another person in there, and it's kind of a wedge that establishes your back. And some of you have noticed, I know that you haven't really emailed or weighed in or anything, but I think the little piece of bone that I got came from an African American. What do you think, Tom?
It looks like it from here, yeah.
Okay, well, Doc Watkins and the team thinks that I'm going to need another one of these procedures after the next tour. And I don't know if I can actually have any say so, but I'm thinking something a little more Hispanic. Shit. When it's time to apply for my next passport, I'm going to mark 3 boxes, motherfucker. Ow. Anyways. When I got my shoulder fixed, they had to reattach that in 4 places. And I knew that I wasn't going to want to get out of the rack on that. Having worked surgery and in the hospitals, I knew what the recovery on that one was. And that's that, that's going to test you. That'll give you the strength of patience if you don't already have it. Because your shoulder, no matter where you sit or where you lie, it's going to make contact. There's no laying on your side or anything. There's always pressure. And it's amazing. And after a while, not very long, you got to get up and you got to start walking around. And I know my inner child is not a workaholic at all. My inner child wants to eat cheeseburgers, drink ice cold Budweiser for breakfast, and I'll meet you in Bora Bora. And that's just because it's the 2nd letter in the alphabet, and that's all my inner child wants to remember. I want to only go as far as 2 letters. I don't want to have to remember any fucking thing else. That's my child. One of my inner childs, okay? There's nothing else on the menu either. It's my island. So, with that in mind, I knew that I wasn't going to want to get out of bed. And the distance from the top of that mattress down to the floor was going to expand. Now, you've seen Alex Honnold do solo climbing, right, in El Capitan, right?
Yeah, on the TV, yes. And I went to the theater, yes. Not in person.
You saw him climb this TV? That's amazing. That's a flat surface. If anybody would do it, it would be Alex Honnold. You're full of shit. Anyways, Alex Honnold climbing up El Capitan. He really did that? Yeah, he climbed the TV. He climbed El Capitan and did 3,000 feet. That's 3 times the height of the Empire State Building. That's amazing, right? I thought it was amazing until I had shoulder surgery and I had to get out of bed and travel those 2.5 feet to the hardwood floor in the morning. It makes him look like a piker, like a beginner. You look over the edge of that like you're looking over the edge of the fucking Grand Canyon every morning and go, no. The exact same response if you pulled your head over the 50th floor of the whatever hotel in Detroit and went, fuck that. But actually it would be more in burst mode. Digitally it would sound more like, fuck that. And I'm not kidding. So I had to get the best coach ever. I had to get a coach that would care so deeply, I mean beyond deeply, because we've seen all the sports documentaries. We've all had coaches. We know what to expect. And I know upside and downside of any coach. They're human beings. They feel empathy. They feel sympathy no matter how tough they might be with you. And I knew that no coach would go as far as my dog Russ, as far as making sure that I made that distance from the top of the Sealy Posturepedic down to the hardwood floor, okay? I'm going to tell you. Russ said, get up, Dave, every morning at 6. Didn't matter, Sundays included. Get up, Dave, okay? Now, I know a lot of different coaches, and I can talk my way out of a coach pretty well. Oh, man, fuck, I don't feel very good. You know, it's this Ferris Bueller shit. Oh, fuck. No, I'll do all right. No, man, it's okay. You don't have to train if you don't. Oh, fuck. Really? Yeah, really. Okay. And you do that shit, right? And you can talk your way out of a coach. Not with Russ. I've never met a coach who is so determined to assist, so determined to enhance, and so determined to see that I win. I've never met a coach who'll just drop trowel and shit on the floor. Oh, you think I'm joking? 2-3 times out of that, you will never miss getting out of the rack exactly at 6. Russ shows up, you get up that quick. You ever see a coach with that much commitment?